So there's this thing that's been going on about gospel artists charging so much and some other gospel artists not charging. So I think we need to like break this down because it's been going around and I don't think some of those gospel artists even want to talk about it. So let's start from like the root, the beginning part of all of these things. Before you know who this person is as an artist, you know that they've been putting in the work for years. You've never heard of them, but on the ground they've been working. They've been they've been going to the studio, they've been worshiping and working in wherever they are. Could be a church, could be just putting their voices online and then someone actually eventually sees them and assists them or stuff like that. Now, let's pause there. Let's talk about why things are actually very, very expensive. The economy in the States is expensive. You don't expect somebody to charge the same amount they've been charging over the years because things are going high. Things are very, very expensive. Let's start with one of the things that are expensive. When it has to do with studio production, it is expensive. It is not cheap. Producers do not take the least 200K for you to record a song. 200,000 naira. Yeah, be that. No, they don't charge that type of amount. If you don't have money, you can't even go to the studio to sing. You can't go to the studio to record. What song? What song do you want to record? And then let's also talk about promotion. Promotion is not cheap. Promoting your song, promoting your music is not cheap. Radio promotion, TV promotion, bloggers promotion, and then if God be so kind that your song went viral on TikTok, you still have to maintain that. Okay, everyone's grace is different. I'm very sure the artists that don't charge more have actually gone through that stage and at some point became really balanced and like, okay, I'm not gonna charge. And if you even price the artists that don't charge much, they're gonna tell you to pay certain amount for transportation, accommodation, and feeding. So you can as well pay that 5 million naira you're trying to not pay the other person who doesn't charge you. Thirdly, let's talk about people being under this artist. Sometimes an artist has 9 people in his band, and these people he pays probably 100,000, 120,000, or 150,000 naira. Let's say 150,000 naira times 9 persons. These people that are under his payroll have families to also feed. So this is a full-time job for some people. Some people work full-time for this. Like it is not something that it's like a side hustle or side gig or a side thing that they do. You can't say, "Oh, I work a 9 to 5 job, but this I'm using singing the gospel. I'm a minister and I'm using that as a side hustle." No, it's a full time job. It is a full time job. When we talk about production, studio equipment is not cheap. It is not cheap. And then when they are done with that, they are also going to go further into maintaining some things, releasing some songs, and going to studio to do live concert or going to a big hall to do a live concert. Bottom line is, if some of these pastors or some of these ministers of the word support these people, support them, like, okay, this person is going to sing, I need to support this person with so amount. I don't think people are going to charge that much. I don't think these artists are going to charge much. And also, please, this is what people have been working for over the years. There are a lot of people who are talented, but then you chose to call this artist that is known because they've put in the work, they've put in the money. Some of these artists are not independent. They have managers, they have record labels, and record label take their charges because they have to promote. Promotion takes money. Will you support them when they come to you for help? How many will you support? They need this money. Not a lot of people have the support that the other people have. So that is why they charge what they charge. God being so kind that to some of these people that they don't charge, but they still have to take care of people. And then God help some of these people who don't charge by also giving them, but let's call a spade a spade. I don't charge, but 5 million naira is gone. So bottom line of this is people who charge so much, they probably don't have the help that they need or the help that other people have. They don't have that grace. They have to eat, they have family. People know them. They have to feed family. They have to feed home. They, aside their immediate family, they have other families they need to feed. So you're paying these people this amount of money. It's not like it's so much. They still need to promote themselves. And we're always talking about the worldly people. People that are not even singing gospel song charge more. They charge more. I think in our industry, I think gospel artists are even fair enough. They don't charge so much. They need to keep this thing. The economy is dropping. The economy is low. How much will 100,000 cover for food? How much will 5 million naira cover? It won't. If we're going to talk about the gospel needs money too. If you're going to preach the word outside, it needs money. Everything revolves around money. The help some of these gospel artists need is just the grace for people to see them and also try to help them, assist them in any way that they can. A lot of these people spend money from their pockets with no help, with little or no help, and you just want them to come somewhere to sing for free. I used to sing for a gospel artist. Me, I will not, when my boss says something about, "Oh, we're going to sing for this church for free," I used to be angry. For free. Does the person know that I have transport? Have I eaten? This is my talent. You pay me for it. You pay me for it. And then when these people go into the world, you see that people that are out of the world even pay more. And then that's why people leave the church. So let's not use money as in this thing. God has blessed you with it. You have to bless people with it. Even if they charge or did not charge, you ought to bless people with it. People should stay in it. So I just hope that I'm able to talk about this. I've made some of my points. I still have part two. So wait and watch out for part two. Thank you.